Hello Earthgamers and welcome to another review, and as I always do them in a very sloppy manner, I'll be playing Hearthstone while doing it, because yeah, I have a webcam, so I don't know how to film it. Also, I'm just really badly doing this. We're gonna be talking about Thor Ragnarok. I saw it yesterday, and it was weird. Well, first of all, like with most with like most movies that I actually go to, I almost always enjoy them. With I think one I didn't like, which was that stupid car movie, which I put a review up for it and literally nobody watched it, and I felt really good about it because God, that movie was so mediocre. It was not even bad. It was just mediocre as hell. God, I'm boring. Ugh. I really not recommend. Um, but I watched Thor Ragnarok, and as usual, it's a Marvel movie, so and the Norse mythology is something that I really like, and I really like the other Thor movies. Dark World, it was a bit weird to be honest, but still enjoyed it. This one, so what's happening is Hela come Odin. I mean, of course, this is spoilers, so why am I even bothering Alex? So Odin dies, and Hela comes back, right? And with that, that's like the start of Ragnarok. She takes over Asgard and starts killing a lot of people. Thor and Loki get lost into another world with Jeff Goldblum, where they actually meet a lovely protagonist, Hulk, and from then on forward they go back to Asgard and they defeat Hela. That's kind of like the main plot, right? Plot. It's very good explained for me, but it was like a comedy pretty much. The movie was really funny, but I just felt it was too funny because, alright, what allowed Guardians of the Galaxy to be really funny was they put in space, right? It's like, right, you can do all sort of crazy bullshit with like space, right? You can do like so many dumb stuff with that premise alone. And the parts that were like in space, from like on Sakar, the name of the world, like where a lot of portals come and a bunch of garbage gets dropped, it was really funny. There was like this gladiator made out of rock, and it's like I thought he was like the funniest thing in the whole movie. It's like, hey man, we're going on a spaceship, you know, come. It was so good. It was brilliant. Like, call it comedic genius, but holy god, it was like one of the funniest things ever to me. And I had a hoot with that one. And like, there's like a good word to use, I guess. But my god, he was so funny. And the main problem I had with the movie is like, I want like my Norse mythology and like the Thor things, I want them to be more serious. Like I like with the other Thors, the parts on Earth made them funny, right? When it comes to like Asgard and that whole thing, like just let it be just, like serious, right? That's how I really enjoy them. But they weren't really doing that. It's like, it's kind of disappointing for me because I like, alright, there's this like really hilarious part, like Hulk is Banner. It's like, I know what I have to do. He jumps off this ship to like beat Fenrir. No. took it out with him, and he face plants and like dies. It was so funny. Like I did not expect that to happen. Like out of nowhere. It was great, right? It was great. But my gripe with it is like, yeah, that was really funny. But couldn't you just play for real? I don't know. Like, could you just Hulk becomes Hulk and smacks Fury? But like, it was. The problem was not with the comedy, because the comedy was actually really good. Besides, like one part I felt really cheesy. Like Hela is looking through the armor, is like, that's a fake. He always brings fakes. Odin is like the Infinity Gauntlet, fake, and pushes it over. Like, alright, I get it. But was it necessary to just have that in? Like, how necessary was it? And it was really not necessary. So that kind of didn't feel too right with me. Just like, play it for a bit more. Play straight. Stop trying to make it funny. It's like all the space parts were so funny. It's like at a point, it's like Hulk passes the ball to Thor. He throws the ball into a window to break it so he can jump, and it ricochets back at him. That's good. You know, like make that funny. It's something that I want you to make funny, right? But you know, like a really important moment in the movie later on. Oh, play it straight. I know. And that was like the only thing that really bothered me with the movie. I have that many gripes with just like it never made me emotional, which so many of the other superhero movies actually made me emotional. Which that's what I really like about them. Like Wonder Woman, pretty, like you know, yeah, overrated. Probably. Who cares? You know, it's like I just kind of want them. So I want my superheroes movie to be first a superhero movie, and then make it a comedy. I do want it to be a comedy, but first make it a superhero movie, right? Make it feel like it's grandiose. This was like a comedy and then a superhero movie, which it worked a bit more with Guardians of the Galaxy, but even Guardians of the Galaxy, it made me cry. God damn, the second one, Yondu dies. Shit, man, that was something else, right? In the first one, they like hold hands, like you know they're like he's like dancing, like Star-Lord dancing is so silly, but also made it really emotional with their friendship. And this never actually made me feel anything. Odin dies is kind of like, meh, who cares, right? It's like it was sad for the characters, not sad for the audience at all. So yeah, that's kind of my problem with it. But it's still as a comedy fan, like if you never heard about Thor, just go into this movie. You're gonna have such a great time because it's so funny. Like my god, that stone monster. I mean, he's like this bug friend that he keeps introducing. It's my friend. I can't remember his name. My friend like Jim. He's a bug with like blades for arms. Like later on, I told us, hey Jim, where do you live? How's on your home planet? Like he's like, oh, Jim is dead. I kinda stepped on him and I felt bad, so I carried him with me. It was so good. It was so good. And then like Jim comes back like oh man, he's back alive. Hey, what was your question? Alright, back to Earth it is. It's like so good, it was so funny. I will rewatch that movie to no end just because it was goddamn great. Right, it was great. But it kinda ran me the wrong way. I went with one of my buddies that he's he's a crier in movies, and so am I. And like, oh god, Logan, oh god, that was that wrecked us. But he didn't feel anything to this movie. He just enjoyed it a lot, which is good. But I think after Dark World, they kind of felt they had to go in this direction. I didn't feel it. Like, more comedy, you definitely had the opportunity, but went a bit overboard, in my opinion. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Go out and see Thor. Really good movie. And yeah, see you next video. Bye.